Um, so we're going to jump into JavaScript right now, and yeah, JavaScript is important. So I made 2 weeks for JavaScript, right? So depending on how fast paced you can learn, yeah, you should be able to pick up JavaScript after 2 weeks of intense HTML and CSS, right? Okay, so let's see. So I did some refactoring on our code base. So I think you should have access to this. I'll share the link with you guys. So what I did was yeah, I did some changes here, added a section here, and I use this justify content for this table and this form, right? So I did some other things here, a little adjustment here and there. And so I think the page looks more better now compared to before. So let's look at it. Look at what I was able to do on my own. I I removed all those lorem text here and replaced it with this. Uh, oh, okay. This is what we have now, though. So this form added a button here, submit button. It's not functional though. Then I made this music section. So you can come and play this cool jam. You can come and play this jam. Cool. Then I didn't touch anything here. But I think the page looks more better now. So in this week we are gonna look at an introduction to JavaScript. So let's get right into it. Objectives. Understand what JavaScript is. Getting started with JavaScript. Some JavaScript variables and JavaScript operators. Okay, let's understand JavaScript. What is JavaScript? It's a lightweight, object-oriented programming language, which is used by various websites for scripting the web pages. Yeah, I think it's the most commonly used client-based programming language. It also have a server side, which is Node.js. But it's an awesome language. It's an interpreted full-fledged programming language that enables dynamic interactivity on websites. So if I come back to let me go come back to this page. This page is a static page because nothing is happening. The only thing happening is video playing, but this is not a function. It's not dynamic. These are just static stuff, right? So what that means is um if I put in my name and my email address, for instance, and I click on submit, nothing happens. What should have happened is this data will hit an endpoint from backend and save this data on a database. That's functionality. And it will auto reload this page. This page should now be empty. Or I'll get a response back that says email submitted, probably a modal. So all of these, they are functionalities, and that's what JavaScript help us to do, right? So yeah, I'm trying to break it down as simply as possible. So let's look at a brief overview of JavaScript. It was initially created to make pages alive. The program in this language are called scripts. Yeah, that's why if you go back, you see it's a scripting. It's used for scripting web pages, and that's why JavaScript syntax is embedded in scripts. Right? Okay. Scripts are provided and executed as plain text. They don't need special preparation or compilation to run. Yeah, it's different from other languages called Java. So some people conflict Java and JavaScript. Yeah, I think there's an history behind that. JavaScript is one of the oldest languages. So when JavaScript came, they were like, I think they were giving another name, but they had to change it to JavaScript because Java was popular. And yeah, so okay, I think this is it. When it was created, it was called LiveScript because it's scripting language. But Java was very popular at that time, so it was a good marketing positioning. Decided to position a new language like a younger brother, right? So it's more like you want to enter a market and you see that this market is popular. So if I call give my name, let's say Amazon is popular in their niche and you want to create a business around that and you call it Amazon Prime or something, but Amazon will sue you if you do that. But it was a similar case. So now JavaScript became fully independent language with its own specification called ECMAScript. So you hear some things like ES6 and all of that. That's their own specification. So it currently has no relation to Java at all. So note, Java and JavaScript are not the same thing. They are not related. They are just two different languages. Okay, what made JavaScript unique? There are three great things about JavaScript. Full integration with HTML, CSS. Yeah. So this our track is HTML, CSS, JavaScript because JavaScript works beautifully with HTML and CSS. Simple things are done simply, supported by all major browsers and enabled by default. Yeah, these are, I think, some unique features of JavaScript. So, just like CSS, JavaScript can be added in two ways. She's already sleeping. Um, so, JavaScript can be added in two ways, and one of the ways is by using internal JavaScript, which is adding it directly to HTML file, by adding it at the head, just like your CSS. This style, the way it's added at the head, that's how you can add scripts internally and script write what you want inside there, or it can be made an external file and right, just like the external CSS, you create a JavaScript file and then link it just the way you link this CSS here at the top. You link it to the JavaScript file. So those are the two ways. So in the next video, we're going to get started with JavaScript and see how we can start doing some things. Right. Okay.